John Boswell and Tyler Vivian, who have been chosen to speak on behalf of the graduating class, will now give their reflections and perspectives of the class's academic journey.
My fellow graduates, we are truly honored to have been chosen to speak on behalf of such a talented graduating class. Before we begin, we would like to thank all the families and friends of graduates for showing their support not only today, but throughout this journey that is school. Also, we would like to thank the staff, all of the teachers and administrators who helped us reach this point by constantly encouraging us to strive for success. We would also like to thank Mrs. Biskobing for walking us through the speech crafting process and censoring all our funny jokes.
In lieu of the conventional graduation speech, we have decided to compose an epic poem that epitomizes our lives thus far. Do not worry, you will not have to annotate or analyze our work. It is rather straightforward. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy Ode to '08. We began our schooling journey quite some time ago, and quickly we did start to learn all we'd need to know. South Milwaukee's seen its share of students through the years, a fine community where learning is held dear.
Then one day, there was this class, so different from the rest. Although they had a bit of sass, some say they were the best. They were called the class of '08, and they were loved much. All were destined to be great, CEOs and such.
They had all of the smartest scholars. In sports, they were the stars, setting examples for underclassmen and driving such cool cars. Step back with us now, back in time, to when gas was not $4, and share the moments that define what it means to be a scholar.
It all began in grade school, when school was still fun. It didn't matter who was cool, we all loved everyone. We made our arts and crafts, and had recess every day. The hardest question we had to answer was what to play today.
Middle school was full of firsts, like lockers and changing classes. The first few days were the worst. The 8th graders whooped our egos. Then we were at top of the school, big, bad, tough 8th graders. Boy, we thought that we were cool, despite all of the haters.
Big, bad, tough 8th graders wouldn't last at senior high. In just a few months later, Freshman Friday would arrive. When we became freshmen, all we had was one another, starting at the bottom again, crying, screaming for our mothers.
A brand new school had been erected, despite the DNR. Then some threats had been detected, and then a couple more. But freshman year was not so bad. 'Twas o'er before we knew. In fact, there was some fun to be had through all we'd yet to do.
At that time, we bid adieu to Mrs. Mary Hickey and bid hello to the new Gary Kiltz, Ph.D. Sophomore year, we disappeared, just another brick in the wall. No longer freshmen, nor upperclassmen. No one seemed to care at all.
Then along came junior year, finally upperclassmen, getting a little RESPECT, and increasing all the sassin. The big F word was haunting us. Future, I do mean. Deciding our whole life was tough. I'd rather take one to the spleen.
Junior year meant loads and loads of new and stressful stuff, like ACTs and AP classes. It was really, really tough. Finally, our time had come to reign above the rest, kings and queens of this our school, a time to be the best.
There was a light at the end of the tunnel. Senior year was finally here. 'Twas time to make some memories, holding friends so near and dear. We won our first homecoming game. We turned the school to orange, but much to our great dismay, nothing rhymes with orange.
Then there came a certain time for this, our class, to graduate into the world without a dime, off to follow our true fate. Off to college some will go, changing majors at least twice. Our parents' pockets, whoa, whoa, whoa. College ne'er has a cheap price.
Some will join the military, each will have a reason. On their backs we shall be carried to defend America from treason. Many will head into the world of work, seeking quick employment, earning themselves a decent living. A job brings great enjoyment.
Whatever the future holds in store, wherever life may take us, best of luck will follow us all in what now seems so wondrous. Before we continue on our journey, a tribute is in line to all the faculty who helped to make this class so fine.
With that said, we have prepared the following assortment of memorable teacher-isms for your personal enjoyment. To offend our elders is just not us, but having fun surely is. So with permission from the staff, we offer you just this.
Mr. Cartwright sings announcements, while Richards juxtaposes. Mr. Doom says, "You betcha." Fremming needs fire hoses. Mr. Hoffman and Kubel's jokes will simply speak for themselves, and Mr. Drummond's booming yell will shake the books right off of the shelves.
Mrs. Biscoe tells us to suck it up, Sally, making us feel meek. Gojira has an answer for anything we seek. A conversation between Stig and Grossel would sound like this, we guarantee. Oh my God, Grossel, you're irritating me.
Your face is irritating me. Silby scares the freshmen by flipping over desks. Miss Albrecht would give kudos bars for 100 on her tests. Mr. Church has graced us with a special exclamation. I'm sure we'll all hear it later. He, too, is speaking at graduation. Teachers, know that your students are grateful for all your care and hard work, even if we acted like a bunch of little kids.
As this journey now winds down, let us all reflect on memories of our great time and what it means to be a rocket. Prairie grass painting the rock, running pacers without smiles. A general loathing of Oak Creek as we dodge the ceiling tiles. You ready? The greatest fan we'll ever know, Rocket John Bugatti.
Too early.
That legendary Wednesday shirt. Man, is that thing ratty.
Speak in formal register. Follow principles of slant, And remember how Mr. Mullen taught you, your mother, and your great aunt. The school's temperature was sometimes a bummer, hardly comfortable for all. It seems the heat was on in summer, but never in winter nor in fall.
Then there was a healthy push that eliminated Oreo pies. Moment of silence for the Oreo pies. Alas, they brought Big Daddy Pizza, a decent compromise. All these fondest memories will stay with us forever. Cherishing these experiences is what keeps us together.
So as the year comes to an end, it's hard to say goodbye to the greatest class that's ever been at South Milwaukee High. And whatever name or title is embroidered on our pockets, remember our one common bond. We are all South Milwaukee Rockets.